Welcome to our first blind playthrough of Dragon Age Inquisition. We have made it. I've been all the way through Origins. We made it through Dragon Age 2. Went in and filled out the Dragon Keep, and we're going to begin this one with the Dragon Keep movie. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's going to be a recap of everything I've done, most of the decisions up to now. We did a stream yesterday, which you can find on my channel if you want to see the detailed look at the tapestry and every single decision. But after this plays, we're going to jump right into character creation and the intro of Inquisition and just see how far we can get. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoy it, and let's play.
If you believe the stories, mankind's pride gave rise to the Darkspawn. Countless in number and toxic to all life, Darkspawn search endlessly for an archdemon. When they find one, Darkspawn armies surge up from their corrupt barrows beneath the ground, and a blight begins. Grey Wardens are the only warriors capable of destroying an archdemon, and history always honors the one who sacrifices all to kill the beast. In the fifth blight, the Warden was the hero of Ferelden, a mage living in the Circle Tower at Lake Calenhad. Drawn into an escape plot by another mage, the hero became snared in the Circle's dangerous politics. Duncan, a Grey Warden, helped the mage escape to a new life as a Warden. The allied Ferelden and Grey Warden forces met in Ostagar, where King Kaelin's armies and a host of Wardens gathered, ready to destroy the Darkspawn. But valor turned to despair as Loghain betrayed his king. Kaelin's forces were slaughtered, and the South was lost. The hero, now a full-fledged Grey Warden, survived with the aid of Flemeth, the mysterious witch of the wilds. Joined by Flemeth's daughter, Morrigan, and a Grey Warden named Alistair, the hero set out to build an army strong enough to abolish the Blight. With the traitorous Loghain now seated on Ferelden's throne, the Warden sought help from the influential Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. However, they arrived in Redcliffe to find the town under siege. As each night, undead rose in waves and assailed the battered village. With the hero's help, the people of Redcliffe stood fast against the undead horde. The Wardens reached Arl Eamon's castle only to find the Arl lying at the edge of death, and his court fallen into madness. To save his father's life, Eamon's young son, Connor, had made a deal with a demon and quickly fallen victim to its possession. The hero intervened, freeing Connor from possession and breaking the demon's hold over Redcliffe. But deals with demons are never straightforward. The demon agreed only to save Eamon's life, not restore him to health. Arl Eamon needed a miracle to recover. The hero located an urn containing the sacred ashes of Andraste, which were said to cure any ailment. The urn was protected by ancient traps, tests of will, and a dragon-worshipping cult that wanted to twist the urn's power to its own ends. The urn remained pure, but mysteriously disappeared after the Wardens departed. Only the temple dedicated to it still stands. With a pinch of the ashes, the hero restored the Arl to health. Informed of Loghain's treachery, Eamon swore his political and military support. The circles of Magi are bound by oath to aid the Grey Wardens in times of blight. However, Lake Calenhad's tower could offer little help. One of its mages, Uldred, had become possessed by a pride demon and was twisting other circle mages into abominations. The hero fought to the top of the tower and defeated Uldred, saving the remaining mages. Grateful for their lives, the mages joined the Warden's army. The allies gained at the Circle were not the only soldiers to join the Warden's forces, however. Dalish elves don't usually make alliances, but even deep hatred can be set aside in the face of oblivion. An ancient curse was destroying Ferelden's largest Dalish clans, turning the elves into werewolves. Zathrian, the clan's keeper, claimed that the cure required the heart of the great wolf, Witherfang. Years before, Zathrain himself had afflicted a group of humans with the curse that now ravaged his clan. As long as he lived, the curse endured. The hero freed the werewolves from the long-standing curse, and the Daedalus joined the Warden's forces. Blights may happen hundreds of years apart, but the dwarves who live below the surface of Thedas fight Darkspawn every day. No one is better schooled in battling Darkspawn than the warriors of Orzammar, except perhaps their allies of old, the Grey Wardens. The hero arrived in Orzammar in the wake of King Endrin's death to find political factions fighting for control of the dwarven capital. Only the vote of a venerated paragon could break the deadlock to elect a ruler, and order the dwarves to honor their Grey Warden treaty and join the battle against the new blight. The hero set off to find a paragon named Branka, who had disappeared into the Deep Roads in search of a legendary artifact, the Anvil of the Void, created by the renowned smith Caridin to forge mighty war golems. The hero helped Caridin destroy the Anvil of the Void, along with the dark secrets that could trap a living soul inside a mechanical construct. The hero emerged from the Deep Roads with a master-forged crown to bestow the Paragon's favor upon whichever rival candidate would be crowned king. Balin, the youngest son of King Endrin who was suspected of foul play, or Haramont, the aging traditionalist backed by the Dwarven Assembly. Balin followed his father to the throne. He leads with a ruthless but progressive hand, seeking to re-establish ties to the surface kingdoms. With Dwarden's strength now bolstering the Warden's army, the hero had to deal with Loghain so Ferelden could stand unified against the Darkspawn before the Blight swallowed the world. The kingdom of Ferelden stood divided. While some nobles supported Loghain's regency, others condemned his inaction against the Darkspawn. Civil war brewed, and Arl Eamon called a landsmeet in hopes of curtailing the conflict and removing Loghain from the throne. As penance, Loghain was sentenced to join the Grey Wardens and fight Darkspawn until the end of his days. As the Warden's united army massed in Redcliffe, the Darkspawn overran Denerim, laying siege to Ferelden's capital city. The hero's army fought valiantly through Denerim and broke the Darkspawn's siege. On Fort Dracon's highest tower, the hero's strongest allies fought alongside the Warden in a final heroic battle against the massive Archdemon. The Archdemon was killed without the sacrifice of a Grey Warden's life. With no Archdemon to lead them, the Darkspawn scattered. Most fled underground, still teeming in number and always seeking a new Archdemon to awaken. The shattered kingdom of Ferelden embarked on a long journey to recovery. In the Blight's aftermath, strong leadership was crucial. Honora McTeer, daughter of Terran Loghain and widow of King Kaelin, assumed the throne of Ferelden after the Fifth Blight was ended. Ferelden still stands, as obstinate and resolute as the Dog Lords ever are, but the events of the Fifth Blight loom over it as the nation rebuilds. For people across Thedas, legends of the hero of Ferelden remain the nation's brightest beacons of hope during its darkest times. It all began in Kirkwall, the fall of Knight Commander Meredith, the Kunari Uprising, and of course, the Chantry's destruction and the onset of Mage Rebellion. One person always stood amidst the swirling chaos: Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall. The Hawk family fled Lothering, refugees from the Blight. Leandra, mother of the champion, and siblings Bethany and Carver hoped to find refuge at her family's estate in Kirkwall, far to the north. As a mage with a family legacy of magic on both sides, Hawk naturally became involved in the events that ultimately led to the Mage Rebellion. The Hawks escaped the Blight with the help of Aveline Valen, a warrior and family friend. It's said that the family was also aided by Flemeth, the notorious witch of the wilds. Hawk's sister Bethany never reached the free marches, She was killed by Darkspawn while defending her family. The family's first years in Kirkwall were difficult. Leandra's brother Gamlin had lost the family fortune. The Hawks lived in poverty, forced to indenture themselves in return for entrance to the city. To pay off the debt, Hawk was forced to work for a gang of smugglers. All the while, Hawk and Carver did their best to hide Hawk's magic from the Templars. Opportunity eventually struck in the form of a dwarf named Bartran Tethras, who was planning an expedition to the Deep Roads. It was a long shot, but with gold gained from the expedition, Hawk could free the family from its criminal creditors and further Templar scrutiny. Hawk met a rogue Grey Warden named Anders, who possessed detailed maps of the Deep Roads. These maps were crucial to the expedition's success. Once Hawk obtained them, everything else fell quickly into place. Out of concern for his safety, Hawk insisted that Carver stay in Kirkwall rather than accompany the expedition. Hawk did find ancient dwarven treasure, but the group also stumbled upon a statuette formed from a strange red lyrium. Upon returning to the surface, Hawk learned that Carver had joined the Templars, pursuing his own fate instead of living in his sibling's shadow. The gold Hawk recovered from the Deep Roads brought back Leandra's stately childhood home in Hightown. The Hawks had barely settled into their new home when Leandra was murdered, a deeply sinister and twisted killing. Hawk hunted down Quentin, the blood mage responsible, but could not prevent Leandra's death. Leandra's tragic death was part of a critical problem facing Kirkwall. Rising tension between the city's mages, who felt increasingly oppressed, and Templars, who grew increasingly suspicious of their activities. Adding to the strain, a large contingent of Kunari had also established themselves in Kirkwall, much to the growing discomfort of the city's rulers. After their dreadnought was shipwrecked many years before, a group of stranded Kunari were allowed to remain in a cordoned-off area in Lowtown. As time passed, the Kunari made no effort to return home, and offered no explanation about why they remained. Tensions rose to a breaking point. Revered Mother Patrice, convinced the Kunari were a threat to the Chantry's faith, incited violence between the Kunari and the Kirkwall populace. Hawk knew that Patrice would bring about unnecessary conflict. Though the champion tried to stop her, Patrice orchestrated the murder of Seamus Dumar, a Viscount's son and a recent convert to the Qun. When her crime was discovered, a Kunari assassin killed her. After Seamus was murdered, the Arashok of the Kunari group lost patience with the humans of Kirkwall. They would now submit to the Qun or die. The Kunari struck hard and fast. They took the palace in Hightown and beheaded the Viscount to immediately quash any resistance. Aided by Knight Commander Meredith and First Enchanter Orsino, Hawk reached the palace and stood toe-to-toe with the fearsome Kunari leader. Hawk fought the Kunari leader. The fierce battle resulted in the Arashok's death and the liberation of Kirkwall from its brief occupation. The Kunari quickly withdrew from the city entirely. Hawk saved Kirkwall and earned the grudging respect of the city's Templars, mages, and nobility, along with the title that history remembers, the Champion of Kirkwall. Kirkwall's problems were still not over, however. After Viscount Dumar's death, Knight Commander Meredith took power and blocked all attempts to appoint a new Viscount. Under Meredith's command, the Templars tightened their grip on the mages, planning to suppress what Meredith saw as a growing rebellion. Anders, who spent years fighting for justice and freedom for his fellow mages, saw that the time for negotiation was past. He destroyed Kirkwall's chantry, killing hundreds, including Grand Cleric Elthina. This single act began a rebellion that spread from circle to circle, until all circles of Magi had risen up in defiance against chantry rule. Though Anders had done the unforgivable, something stayed the champion's hand. Anders survived the day, although many others did not. Fighting spread swiftly through the city, Some mages rebelled openly, many of them succumbing to possession. Templars turned their swords on mages who rebelled and on those who did not. As First Enchanter Orsino refused to bend to the Templars, Knight Commander Meredith demanded that every mage in Kirkwall be put to the sword. Hawk saved many mages from Templar blades, keeping them from succumbing to possession or the temptations of blood magic. In the end, however, Hawk was forced to strike down Orsino, who had betrayed his own values by resorting to blood magic himself. The battle proved one thing: Knight Commander Meredith had gone mad. Hawk saw the truth of it when Meredith unsheathed her sword, and the red lyrium idol from the deep roads was embedded within it. The blade fueled her hatred and paranoia, as it had for months. After a horrific battle, the red lyrium of the Knight Commander's sword consumed her as she died. Meredith became a statue, her face a frozen mask of horror. Little is known of the champion since that final battle. However, Hawk's story lives on in legend and song. Memories of the indelible changes the champion of Kirkwall brought to the face of Thedas. The Mage Rebellion in Kirkwall was felt throughout Thedas, the news spreading like wildfire. The Templars clamped down in response, but each new restriction only made things worse. Led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, the mages voted for independence. The Circle of Magi would govern itself, without the Chantry and especially without the Templars. The result was cataclysmic. 2 circles were destroyed. Those within killed to the last mage, before the rest fled into the wilderness. Perhaps the mighty Empire of Orlais could have intervened in the war before it began, but that was not to be. Grand Duke Espard began a deadly civil war against Empress Celine, vying for the Orlesian throne. The mages were offered safe haven in neighboring Ferelden, but the Templars followed, and so their battle spread across all of Thedas. As head of the Chantry, Divine Justinia ordered the Templars to stand down. They refused, declaring their own independence. Thus, the war began in earnest. Templars hunting mages, mages fighting Templars. Their clashes wreaked untold destruction, and all sense of order was falling to pieces. Divine Justinia made one final desperate bid to end the war. She approached the leaders of both sides and convinced them to come to a conclave held on neutral ground. With the Chantry to mediate, mages and Templars will talk for the first time since this all began. It is our last, and perhaps our only, chance for peace.
And here we are. We've made it to the beginning. Let's go. Let's just hop right in here. And wow. That's crazy. Something's about to go down, but I think we just had the foreshadowing to that in the prologue at the end of our Dragon Keep movie we just watched. And here we are, the moment of truth, everybody. I've vacillated back and forth. I'm recording this before I'm going to do a stream later. We're going to play through the rest, hopefully the rest of the Origins that I haven't really experienced. But that was also meant to give me a feel of, like, what do we want to do here? It's like, Kunari? Like, why would... We could be Kunari, we could be Dwarf in this. I love the look of the elves in Dragon Age 2, although I've been told they'd change a little bit. And, of course, we have the humans, you know, the good old boring humans. But here's my thing. Kunari, they're a race of horned giants who follow a, let's read this, strict religious text known as the Qun. Those who have abandoned its principles are known as Talvishoth and often work as mercenaries. Kunari characters get a bonus 10% physical damage resistance. Sure. Now, I hear that might be kind of a gimmick a little bit, and I don't know enough about Kunari culture or any of it to even want to play Kunari, whether or not we're followers of the Qun or not. The Qun, whatever, however we want to say it. But, so dwarves here are short, stocky, and most spend their entire lives underground. Those exiled to the surface are often merchants or smugglers. Or bards or rogues, like Varric. Because dwarves have no connection to the Fade, they cannot be mages, but receive 25% bonus to magic defense. Perfect. We have the elves. Elves are historically oppressed people, distinguishable by their little frames, lithe frames and pointed ears. Though most survive in the poorest fringes of human cities, others live as nomads known as the Dalish. Elves receive a bonus of 25% to ranged defense. Okay. Humans. Humans are the most numerous and powerful race in Thedas. Yeah, don't let anybody tell you different. Humans are taking over. The age of man has come. They are also the most divided politically and seem to thirst for conflict. Human characters receive a bonus ability point at the start of the game. So no resistances, obviously. So, we've thought about this. Right now we're on female. I'm going to go male with whatever we do here. I feel like we just played female, and I'm going in for the long haul on this one, guys. I've been told that Inquisition, well, it's the newest game. It's the most in-depth. It's going to be one of my longest playthroughs on the channel so far, although I count Mass Effect, the trilogy, as a complete playthrough, and that was 96 episodes, usually about an hour. Some were 2 hours long, so, I mean... You tell me how long we're ready for this. But enough said. Let's just figure it out, and I'll tell you what I'm doing. We're going human. Because I'm a human, it's going to be easier for me to connect. I do want to play from the perspective of a dwarf or an elf or all that, but as the way we're going through this world and experiencing it, it's going to be easier for me to connect with the humans and then try to figure out things from there. And I think we already know a little bit about what we got going on here. I love these cards, by the way. I'm a huge tarot card fan, and just love it. And wow, I wonder if you can pick these up and get these as tarot cards. Or if they're not really, you know what I mean. But Rogue Dual Wield, Rogue Archer, Warrior Two-Handed, Weapon and Shield. So you have to pick that to begin with for your class. That's fun. Or we go with Mage. And guys, we're going with Mage. Hold on, let's just check though. Mages channel magical power into spells capable of a wide range of effects, from debilitating opponents, protecting allies, or unleashing devastating elemental energy. Those who, ice. Those who wield magic are widely feared for their abilities, and their rebellion against Chantry control has left the land in chaos. Well, good. That's. We have to continue our mage story. Now, are we trying to amp this up? No. I don't want to go down to casual, and I don't want to go up to nightmare. Although that is fun-looking cards there. Let's go normal. So, born to Trevelyan noble family of Ostwick in the Free Marches, you were originally intended for a life of privilege, until magical abilities surfaced at a young age and you were forced into a life of confinement within Ostwick's circle of magi. Protected but stifled, educated but isolated, the circle would have been your entire future had the mages not rebelled against Chantry rule. Like it or not, you had to fight for your life against Templars hunting down all free mages. You apostates. You joined the delegation of mages attending a Chantry conclave in hopes of negotiating peace with the Templars. It didn't go well. Oh, they're spoiling it all for us. Okay. Now here is the thing, right? And we're all set. I did a little bit of adjustments. For those who were with me yesterday, the only one I really looked at I wasn't sure on was Bela from the tavern in Redcliffe. And I went back before this and I looked. And before the fight in Redcliffe and all that, I went to the bar. I went around, I talked to the bartender, I talked to the person there who was like spying. And I saw Bella, and I just walked past her. I didn't say anything to her. So after the fight, I came back to the tavern. I go, oh, let's check it out. And I saw Bella, and I was like, who's this? Let's talk to this person, because I'd missed her, just zoned it out. And the only thing I could say was, I'll talk to you later. There was nothing else to progress. So we're going to say that she left Redcliffe because the barkeep probably kept the tavern, and she didn't die in the battle, and I don't think we helped her get a brewery by giving her any money. So, very small detail. I think it has nothing to do with Inquisition, so I don't even know what I'm doing, but I'm discussing it because we are at our World State Import. And yes, 12/31/2021. By the way, Happy New Year to anybody who's watching this. I think, if everything goes well, this is going to be out on New Year's Day, or New Year's evening, for those who are watching at that time. But we're ready. Oh my god. We set? Should we hit it? Let's do it. Now we still have to create our character. Power can be spent at the war table on scouting missions to advance the story or to unlock new opportunities. This is going to be a totally different game. I know it. Might take a little time to ease into it. We'll see. See if we can get this sound right for this at the beginning. Oh. What the hell's going on here? Oh, is that us? Oh, we're getting up. Okay, well, let's get into the customization. What I'm going to do is do most of this off camera and just skip ahead with you guys. So I don't think everybody has to see everything. Head customize. Oh, we have different heads to play with. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Well, let's see what I can end up with here. Okay, so I think this is looking good for us here. There's so much that I could be doing on here, and I just don't know that I'm going to go too much further than this. The eyes are a little bit hazel, they're more green, but it'll accent out later. There are just a bunch of different options, and the reason, I don't know if you understand what the character is a different version of me in some ways. We're going to accept our changes. We need to rename our guy here, and I wonder, I've thought about it, I've thought about different names, I've gone back and forth. We're going to have fun with this one. This is a full, long playthrough, and this is not me, but a representation. You know what I mean. Alright, and we ready? I'm accepting. Let's do it. Truthfully, I just accidentally hit accept, went through part of this, and then was like, when do I get to change my appearance? And I totally forgot to get to the sliders section. So here we are. This is beautiful. I just saw this one scene, and then I'm like, wait. Are we about to get more? So this is crazy. This is awesome. I'm so excited for this game. I know people had mentioned, oh, you could spend hours in the character creation, and I think you can get lost in the weeds on this stuff sometimes. I think we'll look good. And I hear later, I already understand, I think we can change our appearance, so we can do some things. But I hear it's something about going to the Black Emporium again, and I don't want to read about it because there's a major game spoiler in the description. So don't spoil me. I know that already. We're just going to stick with what we got. So what the hell's going on here? What is that? Who's reaching out to us? Where are we at? We're at the Conclave, right? Where everything just blew up, which we saw in the prologue, and we also saw at the beginning of when we hit start a new game. So here we go. Okay, and we're loading. Yeah, what's going on with our hand with this stuff? I assume that would be going on whether you are a mage or not a mage. This is like the storyline. Right. Oh, let's see if we look good. I hope we look okay. We're not clipping on everything. I turned the lip gloss down. But not the fingernail polish, obviously. And Cassandra and Leliana right away. I can tell. It's just, you know. They left us with that, didn't they? These two working together. So I still don't understand it.
Tell me why we shouldn't kill you now.
Oh,
the Conclave is destroyed. Everyone who attended is dead. Except for you.
Ooh. Yeah, so dialogue wheel, perfect. That's horrible. You think I did it and remain silent. You think I did it?
You think I'm responsible?
Our voice.
Explain this.
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
I don't know what that is, or how it got there.
You're lying!
We need him, Cassandra.
Calm down, Cassandra. Hello, Leliana. It's good cop, bad cop. Some dialogues give you the opportunity to respond emotionally to situations. When these opportunities appear, special icons will highlight the emotion tied to their response. All those people who died and were just, let me go, I'm confused, or what now? I'm confused, guys.
I don't understand.
Do you remember what happened? How this began?
I remember running. Things were chasing me, and then...
Spiders.
A woman.
A woman?
She reached out to me, but then...
A woman, maybe.
Go to the Ford camp, Leliana. I will take him to the rift.
Let's go check out this rift. Rift, huh?
What did happen?
It will be easier to show you.
I'm not hating our character. Oh, it looks good. This game, like, I'm just trying to take things in a little bit. There we go. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
We call it the Breach. It's a massive rift into the world of demons that grows larger with each passing hour. It's not the only such rift, just the largest. All were caused by the explosion at the Conclave.
An explosion can do that?
This one did. Unless we act, the Breach may grow until it swallows the world.
Oh, she got some scars on her face now.
Each time the Breach expands, your mark spreads, and it is killing you. It may be the key to stopping this, but there isn't much time.
Okay, well, obviously we're going to investigate. Do I have a choice? Will helping save me? If I can help, I will. Ah, sure. How could it stop us?
You say it may be the key. To doing what?
Closing the
what?
Breach. Whether that's possible is something we shall discover shortly. It is our only chance, however. And yours.
You still think I'm guilty?
You still think I did this? To myself?
Not intentionally. Something clearly went wrong.
And if I'm not responsible?
Someone is, and you are our only suspect. You wish to prove your innocence? This is the only way.
By the way, I love the voice acting is fine. I kind of miss the old Cassandra, but I mean, I'll get used to it all the way. And our dude is just fine. He's fine. I like him. I like his voice. There were two voices, I think, to choose from. It was a deep one or the not deep one, and I think we're going to go with the deep one for our Mage Daniel here. If I can help, I will. Will helping save me? Do I have a choice? Well, I don't know. Will helping save me?
So if I do what you want, will I live through it?
We have no way of knowing.
Right. I figured that. Oh, man. The world's a mess.
They have
Looks good.
decided your guilt. They need it. The people of Haven mourn our most holy, divine Justinia, head of the Chantry. The Conclave was hers. It was a chance for peace between mages and Templars. She brought their leaders together. Now they are dead. We lash out like the sky, but we must think beyond ourselves, as she did.
Oh, man, they're all dead. Like, what a power
Until
vacuum.
the breach is sealed.
What's going on with her hand?
There will be a trial. I can promise no more.
Okay.
Come. It is not far.
Where are you taking me?
Your
Codex
mark
unlocked.
must
Circle
be
of
tested
Magi.
on something smaller than the breach.
The Conclave. Justinia. Cassandra. We can look around. The Wrath of Heaven. Get to the Rift with Cassandra. Let's just look around at our stuff a little bit. Let's get a save in here, too. We'll do that. Frostback Mountains, of all places. Oh, that's fun. Okay, and let's see here. Just have a little look. We can't get to our inventory or our character record. Our journal options. Codex. Journal. Let's see that. The Wrath of Heaven. Cassandra wants to test the effects of the mark left by the blast. There's a rift nearby that may be suitable. Sure. Nice. Current quests, collections, completed quests. None. Just having a nice little look here. And let's go to our journal for fun. Wait, we just did that? I mean our codex. Characters. What's a world without saving? Worth saving without the colorful characters who call it home. So these, oh, this is fun. Cassandra. Man, there's going to be a... Okay, so Lord Seeker Lucius, I'm fully aware of the intent behind your predecessor's declaration. Lord Seeker Lambert pried the Templars away from Chantry control and led them into an assault upon all mages, for reasons you both find justified. I, however, am uncertain when the Seekers of Truth went from guarding against injustice to perpetrating it. If you truly believe that is not the case, I suggest you look out a window at the chaos this war has caused and ask yourself if Thedas will recover even if you are victorious. I remain at Divine Justinia's right hand and will stay there even if you brand me a traitor. I am sorry, but there is too much at stake to swerve from the path we willingly followed at the Chantry's foundation. From a letter by Seeker Cassandra Pentagast to Lord Seeker Lucian Corin. That's awesome. Well, this is context, man. I need some of this. Divine Justinia. Now I like Cassandra. Formerly, like everybody was telling me, just wait for Inquisition. So this is a new person, new thoughts behind everything. We'll take this world for what it is, and we'll move forward and make our decisions that way. We'll try not to kill any really cool people this time. Formerly, the Reverend Mother Dorothea of Orlais, Divine Justinia V, rose to power after the death of Divine Beatrix III in the year 934 of the Dragon Age. Little is known of Dorothea's background before she joined the Chantry as an initiate, but she proved to be a liberal and daring thinker, willing to take a former bard and lay sister, Leliana, as a close advisor. A headstrong devotion to her own agenda and rumored support of the Mage Rebellion earned her no small dislike from the powerful priests long used to controlling access to the divine. In the year 940 of the Dragon Age, Divine Justinia called a summit, intending to negotiate a truce between the Mage Rebellion and the Templars splintered from the Chantry. The Divine Conclave was held at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. Oh, wow. We know that place, right? The most holy place in Thedas. Before a resolution could be reached, a cataclysmic explosion destroyed the conclave, consumed the temple, rent the sky, and shattered the world's hopes for peace. What happened? Why was it there? Like, that's where we went with Leliana, and we found the divine ashes that we gave to Arl Eamon to be able to save him or pull him out. It's so crazy. Divine Justinia V perished in the Temple of Sacred Ashes, which is kind of appropriate, right? The Chantry flounders leaderless in the wake of her death, and its fate grows increasingly uncertain. If order is not restored to Thedas, Justinia V might be remembered as the Chantry's final divine. Wow, do we have anybody else in here? We do. Trevelyan the Free Marcher, us. I'm Trevelyan's. Well, Trevelyan? Well, I'll play with it later. Correct me. Do phonetic for me in the comments. The Trevelyans are nobility from Ostwick, a city-state on the southern coast of the Free Marches. It is an old and distinguished family in good standing among their peers, and with strong ties to the Chantry. Its youngest sons and daughters, those third or fourth-born children with little chance of becoming heirs, often join the Chantry to become Templars or clerics. As a mage, however, Lord Daniel Trevelyan was expected to spend his life in Ostwick's Circle of the Magi. A sedate place, the Ostwick Circle did not decide in favor of either Templars or mages, clinging to neutrality during the rebellion. Daniel was chosen as a delegate to the conclave in the hopes his noble position would provide protection for his fellow mages while negotiating continued. Trevelyan was the only survivor of the explosion that rocked the Temple of Sacred Ashes. Rumors that the mysterious mark on his hand is a sign of the Maker's favor were spread by those who claimed they saw the divine prophet, Andraste herself. Is that who we're thinking that was reaching out to us? Lead Lord Daniel out of the Fade. Yeah. They claim, yeah, Andraste herself led Lord Daniel out of the Fade. Sorry, jumping. Just a little more here, guys. Because I am doing this. We are not playing around. The Circle of Magi. Let's get into it. Let's see what they're playing. The Circle of Magi has established centuries ago to protect us, or was, and to protect those without magic from the things we might do. No man in his right mind would disagree that these are noble goals. I refuse to believe that the Chantry intended the injustice and oppression we suffered in the intervening years. Segregation of mages from non-mages within Templar-guarded compounds was the best, possibly only option available. We have recently had to face the stark reality that the system failed us. The Circle of Magi in Ferelden's Kinloch Hold was one of the most liberally run, and even there we saw sedition and dissent, resulting in a failed revolt that nearly destroyed the entire tower. Perhaps stringency could work where leniency failed. I would present Kirkwall's gallows as evidence against such thinking. Knight Commander Meredith's vice grip on the circle in her care backfired, leaving us where we are now. If the circles, no matter how they are managed, do not, perhaps cannot function as intended, what is next? There are no easy answers. The events of recent years have forced us to re-examine my views on freedom. As Aquitarians, we have always advocated self-control and cooperation with the Chantry, but this approach may no longer serve. I must consider that our libertarian brothers and sisters had the right of it all along. Look at the strife and chaos that now consumes our world. Fighting for independence, for a better system, may not improve our situation, but it cannot make it any worse. Ooh, that's actually right on. So let's look around. Anything else on this one? No. I'm not going to read everything ever, but we are getting this started on. The Conclave. Anything else? No, we'll go to it. We have to understand the world we're jumping into for the decisions we're making, right? And we're just going to get lost. There's going to be too much reading over time. Might as well start on it now and do it right. It has been a year of little more than chaos. Yes, the mages voted to dissolve the Circle of Magi, but I will point out this vote came only after increased restrictions were placed on them following the unfortunate events in Kirkwall. What other choice did they have? Yes, the Templar Order abandoned their duties and elected to pursue the mages to bring them back in line. But after 1,000 years in which their sole role was the mages' keepers, what else could one expect? They envisioned the war over quickly, a single battle that would see the mages' resolve crumble, after which they would meekly return to confinement. Right. That did not happen. This conflict could drag on forever, with advantage on neither side. Both Templars and mages see this, and thus they have agreed to come to the Conclave. This is our chance. Words need to be said which have not been said. A compromise must be reached because there is no other choice. I believe this with all my heart. I am not without fault in all this. Perhaps I pushed too hard for reform, or not hard enough. The Maker has seen fit to give me another chance. I will not squander it. The Temple of Sacred Ashes is where together we will make history, and with luck we will be remembered kindly for it. From the Journals of Justinia V, who no longer is with us. A little bit of magic here. The Breach. What does it mean to pierce the veil? That which separates our world from the realm of dreams and demons. For the average man and woman, it is a frightening thought to consider just how fragile this separation actually is. The veil is not a physical curtain, not a structure limited to a particular place. It is everywhere. It is in their home, in the streets where they walk, in farmers' fields as well as remote mountain vales. At any moment it could be torn to shreds, allowing demons and other horrors to flood into our world like water through a burst dam. Known lore tells us that small rifts can be sealed, which we've done before, right? But what about a large one? What if some catastrophic magical event created a rift so large and horrific it weakened the integrity of the veil as a whole? Such a breach would threaten our entire world, turning concerns about occasional demonic intrusion into a charming anecdote compared to the monsters we would then face. If there's anything to be done, any reason we should look at magic with fear, it is for that possibility more than any other. From The True Threat of Magic by Lady Seeker and Alandra Vale. Vale, V-A-E-L, we know that name. Oh, some tutorials, we're not going to do that. All right, well, I think we're ready to actually start walking, guys. All right.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings. Those who bring harm without provocation to the least of his children are hated and accursed by the Maker.
Okay.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
Yeah, well, we'll see how we feel about all that, too. I'm so excited for this game. Let's look around. Oh, there it is up there.
Open the gate. We are heading into the valley.
On the compass indicates your quest destination. How open world is this going to be? How guided? I mean, this is going to be very guided for the beginning, right? Accept the quest map from the hero menu by pressing quest map. Oh, okay. And then it's going to set us up with a quest? Is that what it is? Toggle waypoint, right? Journal. Oh. All right.
It's the end of the world.
It might be. It might be. I'm loving it, though. I don't think we look bad. I mean, I know that our beard is going to clip on things. There wasn't a perfect beard. It was either like no beard or, you know, weird beard. But I had to have a beard on my guy. It's not white this time, at least. We're keeping him kind of younger. Is there anything we can find? I'm like... Let's see. What do these buttons do? Nothing? Oh, there we go. Attack my target. Is that for anybody? Disengage. Clear commands. Hold position. Drinking our potions. Oh, and we're on a toggle now. Which, if that's how they're default doing it, I'm just going to do that. Oh. Oh, bro. Help us out. Cassandra.
The pulses are coming faster now.
We're in labor.
The larger the breach grows, the more rifts appear, the more demons we face.
How did I survive the blast?
They said you stepped out of a rift, then fell unconscious. They say a woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was. Everything farther in the valley was laid waste, including the Temple of Sacred Ashes. I suppose you'll see soon enough.
I suppose we will. Alright, and we are a noble, like we were reading, too, so we're not a commoner. We have noble blood, Chevalian, or Chevalian. I'll figure it out. Somebody will say it sometime, too. I'll roll with it. Oh, yeah. Whoa! I think I have the sound right, too. I'll be able to edit right without it blowing us out too much. Tricky stuff, sometimes. Ooh!
Stay behind me!
We get to fight. Stay behind me. Just stand here. Hell yeah. Oh, we already in it? She's on hold position, so get to the rift, R to attack. Okay, why is she on hold position? Because I can't switch anyway, because they're trying to teach me. Let's use some... What is Y? Fireball. Oh, and panicked? Okay. Oh, A is jump. We're just letting her do her thing. And these are for our other... I'm seeing. So we'll have 8 total. There's no other spells in here. This will be for managing things, though. Oh, as soon as I quit jumping. Fun so far. Interesting. This is all just like learning, man.
Drop your weapon. Now!
I don't need a staff. Alright, I'll disarm. You need to trust me. I need this weapon.
Do you really think I need a staff to be dangerous?
Is that supposed to reassure me?
I haven't used my magic on you yet.
I like our
You're
voice.
right.
Take it.
You don't need a staff, but you should have one. I cannot protect you.
I'm excited for this game.
Your life is threatened enough as it is.
Look at them eyes. Hold
Take
LB.
these potions.
Right. Do they want me to use them now, though? I don't think so.
Maker knows what we will face.
Where are all your soldiers?
At the forward camp or fighting. We are on our own for now.
So there's running, there's jumping. This is straight up attacking. What is B? Those, oh, it's probably just our magic, right? Oh, we can loot. Templar Scribe Cowl, take all. Let's check that out. Yay, we get to check our inventory, see what the hell's going on with this stuff. Weapons, yes, we're fine. Armor. Mercenary coat. It's equipped. And the cowl, yes, let's put that on. Why not? 7 defense, right? Oh, and they actually show us our core stats and things. Let's do a little examining. Elf, dwarf, or human is the restriction. Yeah, that's not very restricted. Move to valuables, switch characters, destroy, equip. Yeah, we're equipped. We also have individual pieces versus all of it, right? Okay. And I'll just tell you, I don't think it shows up on our head. Oh, it does. Do we want to keep that going? Nah, we want to for now. Let's go into our options and fix that. All right, we'll keep it on. If I find an awesome helmet or something we want to wear, we'll put it back on so we can see his full outfit. But till then, we like him, right? He gets a little protection. We know what we're doing. What else are we getting into? I don't even know where we're going. Let's check our map again. Get used to it. What is that? And the trail of where we just came from. Wow, this is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. I'm kind of having a good time, you guys. Abilities consume mana and stamina for powerful combat effects. Most abilities require time to pass before reuse. Well, we are down with it.
There! Watch out! If we flank them, we may gain the advantage.
There we go. If I can just remember to quit, oh, to lock the camera on target, right stick. Oh, now we can switch between them. I don't know, we'll get into the jumping stuff. I don't know what's going on with our lady over here.
Make it take you!
I'm still not understanding, you know, the UI, but that's okay. Ain't nothing else here, huh? Shadow Essence. This is a creature research item. Bring it to a creature research specialist to learn more about this type of creature. Ooh, we're gonna get deep in this. Know thy enemy. Keep items for later. Oh, a little bit gold. Oh, they're just calling it gold now? Hold on a minute. I thought they were sovereigns and coppers and silvers or something. I don't know if there was gold. I'm just kind of looking around here. Can't help it. They're going to let us explore a little bit. I've also been told don't worry about like 100%ing everything ever. Oh, I can get some iron. Gathering resources. Gather herbs and metal out in the wild and use them to craft upgrades to your gear and potions. Explore and find as many. Yeah, we're in it. I know crafting will be something we actually get into in this one. Truthfully, I've been waiting for Inquisition. I've loved the whole game and everything, but I knew when we get here, by the time I know the lore and all this other stuff, I'm ready to just, like, dig into this damn game. Check this quest map again. Been running around up there. Perfect. Cool. Dead bodies everywhere. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Up on the
yeah,
hill.
that's fun.
It attacks from a distance.
The one up on the hill is attacking from a distance, right? But if we can... Oh, come on now. Shocked. What is this weird, Annecked? It's good stuff. This is fun. This is a nice, it feels like a mix. Where it's not quite as arcadey. It's going to be a little more roleplay with the stuff. But, I don't know, between Dragon Age 2 and Origins is what I'm trying to say. But, oh my god, guys. Our first elf fruit. Codex unlocked elf fruit. Take me there. It won't do it right away. I want to... Elf fruit. We have to. Elf fruit was first used by the elves of Arlathan. Or Lathan. Hence the name. The root gave their medicine's particular efficacy, so when the Imperium conquered the elves, the Magister adopted its use and its popularity spread to all corners of the Empire. Elfroot is a hardy plant with large green leaves that grows wild in many places. It's so common that it tends to show up in most gardens and fields. This is so funny. Almost like a weed. Man, there are implications in this. I've been already comparing elf root in my head to that, and like they're just making it crazier. But unlike a weed, however, most people appreciate having access to the wonderful little plant. The roots can be used with very little preparation. Rubbing some of the juice on a wound, for example, will speed up healing and numb pain. And chewing on a slice of root treats minor ailments like indigestion, flatulence, and hoarse throats. There are several varieties, but the most useful for herbalists are the bitter, gossamer, and royal elf roots. From the Botanical Compendium by Inez Arancia, botanist who we have met and helped out before. I love it. What creature did we have here? Hold on. We gotta get this on here. Shade. It has often been suggested that the only way for a demon to affect the world of the living is by possessing a living or once living body. But this is not always true. Indeed, a shade is one such creature, a demon in its true form that has adapted to affect the world around it. My hypothesis is this. We already know that many demons become confused when they pass through the veil into our world. They are unable to tell the living from the dead, the very static nature of our universe being confusing to a creature that is accustomed to a physicality defined entirely by emotion and memory. Most demons seek to seize immediately upon anything they perceive as life, jealously attempting to possess it. But what of those that do not? What of those that encounter no life or fail to possess a body? What of those that are more cautious by their nature? These demons watch, they lurk, they envy. In time, such a demon will learn to drain energy from the psyche of those it encounters, just as it did in the Fade. Once it has drained enough, it has the power to manifest and will forever after be known as a shade. Such a creature spurns possession. It instead floats as a shadow across its piece of land, preying upon the psyche of any who crossed its path. Perhaps it believes itself still in the Fade. There is evidence to believe this is so. Interesting. And the Wraith, wasn't that what we just saw, that green thing? Like wisps, wraiths are sometimes thought to be the remains of spirits or demons that have been destroyed. They cannot shape the Fade around them, nor are they capable of mimicking forms they see in the minds of dreamers, as many weaker spirits do. Instead, they are scavengers of the Fade, dwelling in the shadows of stronger beings, feeding on scrap of thought and emotion. All right. I believe we are good for a moment. I mean, we're doing this. Awesome. All right. What a nice intro for me. I'm having fun with all the reading, with the character creation. I know it's slow, but it's meant to be. We have to get through this. This is a marathon, guys. We're gonna really explore this world. Try not to be too boring with it, but what is this? Can we go up here? Quit messing with me.
Ah! They're falling from the breach.
What? Let's check our... Oh, there's these guys. What the hell, guys? What the hell, guys? Can I find things out here? What is this? I don't want to be going this... What? I'm just checking the parameters of this damn game. How about that? I'm going to find out. Can we die? Did I get hurt? What kind of strategies are we going to use? That seems a little harsh here. Oh, I don't want to go down that. I'm going to die. We're gonna try. Oh, I did get hit. Did I? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So let's you know what? Let's take an elf root right now. There we go. Ignite to panic a foe. Panicking foes can't attack but will snap out of it if damaged. Let's see what's going on here. Lesser Shade. These other things over here aren't really doing a whole lot. Oh, that shocked a bunch. Okay, our lightning is still... Oh, come on. You know what? We can't switch characters, can we? How do we... Or do we? Attack my target, disengage, attack my target. Or is it... Now, we don't control other characters the same way, do we? Panicked him. Why? Now, is it attack my target? Is that always on? No, that would only be if I want to select it right. Okay, we chillin'. They got chilled, but we chillin'. Oh, I mean, yeah, this is gonna be great. I'm loving it. Where are we going? What are we looking for? Cassandra. We know we're just going along this way, and then up there, I'm sure. Dead end. There's gonna be something over here. Are we gonna fall in this black water and black ice? Scary. Get to the rift with Cassandra. We're going. Burning tree. I'm sure I'm missing things, but... Oh. Dreamer rags that we'll have to give... Oh, so that's a dreamer. Is that a new codex? Let's just double check. I don't think so. Tutorials, yeah. We're good on that stuff. Let's hit it. Up these stairs now.
We're getting close to the rift. You can hear the fighting.
Who's
Okay, well,
fighting?
You'll see soon. We must help them.
let's go, let's go. Let's help them. Oh, there? I feel like we want to go anywhere to look, right? You just never know what we're going to find. Alright, so... how do we get in here? Okay, and attack my target. Oh, I'm hitting A still.
Dead.
Let's get one of them panicked. There we go. What? Varric.
Quickly! Before more come through! What did you do?
I did nothing. The credit is yours.
Ooh, looking cool, man. So I can help. So I can help. I did that. You mean the mark?
You mean this?
Whatever magic opened the breach in the sky also placed that mark upon your hand. I theorized the mark might be able to close the rifts that have opened in the breach's wake. And it seems I was correct.
Okay.
Meaning it could also close the breach itself.
Possibly. It seems you hold the key to our salvation.
Good to know. Here I thought we'd be ass-deep in demons forever.
Alright. He looks cool. I like it. I don't mind him.
Varric Tethras, rogue, storyteller, and occasionally unwelcome tag-along.
And Bianca. You're with the Chantry? Pleased to meet you. Hold on. You're with the Chantry?
Are you with the Chantry, or...?
Was that a serious question?
Technically, I'm a prisoner, just like you.
I brought you here to tell your story to the Divine. Clearly, that is no longer necessary.
That's great.
Yet, here I am. Lucky for you, considering current events.
I gotta say, that chest hair, too, they upped the game on it a little bit. So you could call it weird, but pleased to meet you. What now? Or you know what, we're gonna go.
That's a nice crossbow you have there.
Isn't she? Bianca and I have been through a lot together.
You named your crossbow Bianca?
Of course. And she'll be great company in the valley.
Absolutely not. Your help is appreciated, Varric, but...
Have you been in the valley lately, Seeker? Your soldiers aren't in control anymore. You need me.
Ugh.
My name
up.
is Solus, if there are to be introductions.
Solus.
I am pleased to see you still live.
He means I kept that mark from killing you while you slept.
Oh. You know about the mark, then?
You seem to know a great deal about it all.
Unlike you, Solus is an apostate.
Technically, all mages are now apostates, Cassandra.
Awesome.
My travels have allowed me to learn much of the Fade, far beyond the experience of any circle mage. I came to offer whatever help I can give with the breach. If it is not closed, we are all doomed regardless of origin.
All right, well, that's commendable. And when this is over, what are we doing? Right. That's commendable. I'm trying to survive. Well, when this is over, what happened to us mages? That's
And what will you do once this is over?
One hopes those in power will remember who helped, and who did not. Cassandra, you should know, the magic involved here is unlike any I've seen. Your prisoner is a mage, but I find it difficult to imagine any mage having such power.
Understood. We must get to the forward camp quickly.
Well, Bianca's excited.
Oh, we're excited too, man. I did not expect to see Varric right away. That's perfect. Reach
This
the
way,
forward camp.
down the bank. The
Oh,
road
now we have
ahead
all
is
types of
blocked.
people.
We
So-
must move quickly.
I can't actually switch characters, I don't think. Which is great, I hope. That'd be great. I don't know. Well, I'm figuring it out. Oh, we can jump over obstacles. Yeah. Oh, why was that just green? What did we get there? 41 gold. We can't do anything there. Oh, this is crazy, guys, that we can jump around things, though. Okay, okay. Let's get to the forward camp. Jump this. And let's just double check. Codex characters. I knew it. Hold on. Cassandra, Justinia. Who do we get here? Who do we get? Solas. We need to know who Solas is. Cassandra, I understand our first order of business must be to investigate this bizarre breach in the sky and protect people from the demons descending. While my search continues, I wish to draw your attention to a new arrival at our camp, an elven apostate calling himself Solus. Solus entered the camp voluntarily, surrendering his staff to Chantry forces without protest. He is not Dalish and says that he has never been part of the Circle, claiming instead to have studied magic peacefully on his own, particularly magic tied to the Fade. While I suspect you will be reluctant to accept the help of an apostate, Solus did come to us freely. Witnesses saw him in a nearby village at the time of the blast, so he was likely not responsible for what happened at the Conclave. However, he has described the effects of the breach in enough detail to convince me that he knows more about the Fade than anyone else present. Solus has requested permission to study the lone survivor and one of the smaller rifts, in hopes of finding a way to seal the breach. He has correctly guessed that it is growing, and believes it will destroy the entire world unless we find a way to stop it. Unless you object, I will allow him his studies under proper observation, of course. Leliana. Then what do we got here? That was us. Here we go. Varric Tethras. There's power in stories. That's all history is. The best tales, the ones that last, might as well be mine. Varric Tethras of the Dwarven Merchants Guild of Kirkwall is famous, or infamous, for two things: his books and his association with the Champion of Kirkwall. After the Templars and Circles broke away from the Chantry, Divine Justinia V sent her agents to Kirkwall, where the roots of the war began. In search of answers, the Champion had long since disappeared, but Varric had written a book on his friend's involvement in the destruction of the Kirkwall Chantry, and the left and right hands of the Divine located him with surprising ease. They captured and interrogated him, then brought him to the Conclave to give his testimony to the Divine in person, but fate decreed that he would never meet her. Hell yeah. I hear it. We need it. We need these stories, though. And also, I wonder if they retcon things at all. We need to just be aware what's going on. To control other party members. Oh, press up and down. There we go. Loving it. Cool. Oh, I can't even see. Why would it? It's not showing me anything. But we're going to control Varric for a minute. Reach the forward camp.
Demons ahead!
Demons ahead.
me now, Seeker?
Yeah, no, as far as I'm concerned, though, let's go with ourselves. And then, can we get everybody to attack my target? Tactical camera. Enter tactical camera mode, which gives a better evaluation nearby and plan your strategy. Oh, while in tactical camera, use the left stick to scan the battlefield. Use right stick to cycle through target. Switch control between your party members and press A to issue orders to move to a specific spot or attack. Okay. Hold R to advance time. Oh, wow. Okay, so... like, me here. Lesser Shade. When I select... attack? Basic attack. And then... get him to move here. I'm just playing around for a minute. You move here. And advance time. Okay. Weird, man. It's okay, I'm just trying to figure out, But now, Varric... I want you to... attack. You know what, let's get out of here. What is our purple thing for? Interesting, though, and anytime we can come into this... no, pause up. Okay, oh, and you could oh, I see now. Up here, let's... I can't. Okay. Advance time, or just hit this button and get out of here. Interesting, guys. Totally different tactics there. What is the purple? Is that like a... is that a bonus to us that somebody's giving us protection? Yeah, I think we look good. I know we're fine. Let's check. Oh. Well, now we figured out what that button does, though. Quest map. Oh, we're right here. Yeah. Let's look around. We want to go up there. But we want to look around a little bit first. Traps. You find anything locked? Elf fruit. You know it. I acquired... oh! What? Now, we could keep going this way. I don't think we want to go that way, do we? I mean, we can explore all types of stuff. Let's head back. We found some elf fruit. Let's get to this base camp and find out what the hell's going on. That's my opinion. So far, great. It's gonna... yeah, obviously, we're going to... this is all tutorial stuff. But it's a lot of story, too. It's not just tutorial. This whole game is tutorial, right? Ooh.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable and less prone to result in premature execution.
Right on. Loot. Just some money laying on the ground? Okay, there's more we could be finding. I love it, but I think we need to move forward at a reasonable pace here. I'm going to get lost in the weeds in this game so much, it's going to be great. We'll have fun, though. It'll be a good time. Up these stairs, come on. We're here. Oh, wait, now we're continuing. Just hit him. There. Let's get him out of there. Let's... oh. I don't know what I'm doing. I know we can go to tactical. I'm going to decide how much I play in tactical over time. Oh, I just have to remember what I'm doing here. Oh, I'm getting hurt. Everybody else is doing great. We do not heal up at the end of battles.
I hope Liliana made it through all this.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Okay, we're almost to the forward camp. Very good. I just want to keep looting as we're running around. More elf fruit. Okay, it's over to our left, though, so we're going up this way, though, I'm sure. Good times. It'll take a little bit of time to get used to the new mechanics, but, I mean, it's not like it's so much different than the other games we've been playing. I have a nose for the elf fruit. I just do. Can we... Oh, okay. Jumping. Oh, fade rifts.
We must seal it! Quickly!
Just gonna try to save it up here.
Help us!
There, that guy. Oh. Get them all on him. How do I close a rift? Can I disrupt rift? Just A.
Hurry!
Close fade rift. Once all the demons it has spawned are dead. Okay, your character is leveled up. This increases your health and stats automatically and awards you 1 ability point to use. Okay. Let's level up. Where do we level up? Character record, I would suppose. Okay, good luck to us here. So Spirit, Storm, Inferno, and Winter. Ah, I'm seeing. That's interesting, guys. There's a bunch of... Spirit is the school magic, calls upon spirits for protection. Storm, Lightning, Inferno, and Winter. This is really basic magic. Where's it? Okay, I have 2 points. Nobody else has points. Tactics. Attributes, which automatically go up based on your character, I think, and behaviors. The behavior screen allows you to provide instructions to your party for how they should fight, cooperate, and defend themselves in combat. While you can directly control and switch between party members at any time, they will follow these rules whether you are controlling them or not. And they already have... Do we have AI tactics on? That's interesting. On, off, on. Yeah, that's fine. So they're going to drink potions if they need it, right? Targeting behavior, follow controlled behavior. So they're all going to like concentrate with me unless I change it. Okay, well, let's do a couple points here. We have Winter's Grasp, Barrier. You create a shimmering... Wait, these are new ones, aren't they? Wait, map to battle menu. Am I in the wrong characters that way? Hold on. No, we're in the right spot. We got 2 points. Now, what do we want here? I want to... abilities. Each ability contains active abilities, upgrades, and passive abilities. Active abilities have diamond-shaped icons. They can be mapped to your hotbar and then used in combat. Upgrades are attached to an ability and make it stronger. Oh, and the circles, I'm sure, are passives. When you have ability points available, press A to learn a highlighted ability or upgrade. You can only learn abilities connected to the root of the ability tree or connected to an ability you've already learned. Select abilities. Learn a highlighted. Okay, we get it. Frost Mastery. Fade Step lets invisible waves of magic carry you forward, blurring ahead a short distance. Winter's Grasp. You lock a target in a sheet of ice, freezing it in place. Ice damage, 200% weapon damage, freeze duration. I think I've always enjoyed the Frost, so we're going to go with some Frost. But then Winter Stillness. By standing still, you enter in a meditative state that restores your mana at an enhanced rate and reduces all cooldown times. This stuff is interesting. Mana Surge. Your barrier explodes into wild magic when enemies destroy it. The blast freezes all nearby enemies and allows you to cast your next spell without consuming mana. So do I have to map that one? That's not a diamond, right? You know what? Let's do Winter's Chill again. Nearby enemies, however, only the primary target is frozen. Versus, I can't get the other one anyway. Let's do Winter's Chill. And, let's apply it. Active abilities are automatically assigned to an empty hotkey if one is available after learning at any time. There we go. We are skilled. Upgrade ability once in any ability. We did it. Love it. At any time you can select a learned ability and press A to map it to a hotkey of your choice. Select the Tactics tab from the ability screen in your character record to access a complete list of your learned active abilities. Okay, well, I think we're going to go with that for now.
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Well done.
Whatever
I'm
that
loving it.
thing on your hand is, it's useful.
Yeah, we got through that quick just by running up there and doing it. Okay, let's go see what Leliana has in store for us. What's up, guys? Hello, all.
We will do no such thing.
The prisoner must get to the temple's sacred ashes. It is our only chance.
You have already caused enough trouble without resorting to this exercise in futility.
I have caused trouble.
You, Cassandra, the Most Holy? Haven't you all done enough already?
You are not in command here.
Enough! I will not have it!
Hell yeah. All right, well, there we go.
Here they come.
You made it. Chancellor Roderick, this is...
I know who he is. As Grand Chancellor of the Chantry, I hereby order you to take this criminal to Valroyo to face execution.
Grand Chancellor of the Chantry.
Order me? You are a glorified clerk. A bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the Most Holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
What about the breach? So no one's in charge here. I'm standing right here. So no one's in charge here. I don't want to get into that. What about the breach? This is kind of funny. So no one's in charge.
So none of you are actually in charge here.
You killed everyone who was in charge!
Yeah.
Call a retreat, Seeker. Our position here is hopeless.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive long enough to reach the temple, even with all your soldiers.
We must get to the temple. It's the quickest route.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
Smart,
we lost
Leliana.
contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me. Abandon this now, before more lives are lost.
Just leave it. Yeah. Man, we're gonna have to do something. Oh, look. Oh, kill him. He doesn't understand we can use it. Oh, well, we don't understand either.
How do you think we should proceed?
You're asking for my opinion. Take the mountain path. Fast but indirect soldiers will act as distraction elsewhere. The problem will be addressed sooner, but there may be more casualties. Charge with the soldiers. Carefully sustained assault. Soldiers will stand with you to ensure arrival. Scouts in the pass may be lost. You're asking my opinion, huh?
Now you're asking me what I think.
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
Okay, so... You know what? Let's take the mountain path.
Use the mountain path. Work together. You all know what's at stake.
Leliana, bring everyone left in the valley. Everyone.
Leliana.
On your head be the consequences, Seeker.
Nice. Well, they will be. Yeah, we're going. I love it. What a good start, man. This has been a blast, you guys. Just getting it going, too. Come on. Oh, little Fellowship of the Ring going through the mountains. It's exactly the scene. Gandalf coming up and over. There's no halflings in this one. No hobbits. Is this it? Okay, reach the temple through the mountain path. Oh, we start climbing. It's gonna be so cool. Let me look around for a minute. All right. But I think you guys already know. This is amazing. This is beautiful. I love our crew. I love trying to get into it with everybody here. I'm enjoying learning the controls. I think our guy looks pretty good so far. And let's climb up this and let's go find out if we can stop this breach. And let's do it in the next episode.